Okay. So that should be it, I think. Let's see if the new one's up.
It is. I see it.
Dope. Okay. Also, I accidentally called it stream 5.5 instead of 8.5. But that's okay. I don't think too many people will be confused. I'll fix it in post.
No, it's not okay. You messed up. Now you gotta apologize.
That's fair. All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and break down what exactly is happening today. I have Terraria 1.1 that I'm just about to start playing, and I also have my buddy Sharkbread. Say hi, Shark.
Hello.
And he will be playing his own 1.1 playthrough, but it'll be on an actual 1.1 world, so you'll get to see firsthand some of the differences that go along with that. He's not as far along as I am, since, you know, he has to start from the beginning of progression, but you'll still get to see a lot of the differences that came with pre-hard mode 1.1, which is important. And then I will go ahead and go back to full screen, because now I think we're actually ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Okay. So I'll go ahead and hop in to World 1.0, and he'll be opening Shark 1.1. Let's do it.
All right.
This isn't a race, by the way, or anything, because obviously that wouldn't really make any sense for this, but yeah, that's kind of the gist of the current plan.
Yep. Right now this is my very small abode. I usually like to make small underground places like this whenever I start again. So yeah, it's very tiny at the moment.
I've started to become a fan of like the cave opening houses, you know, where like one of the doors just literally leads to your cave system. Become a fan of that.
It actually was a coincidence that it literally just like I had a cave like this spawn right next to it, and there was like an opening up here. I clogged it up so that it wouldn't, you know, do much of anything. And the one difference that I think I could show off right immediately is in this cave system. Right here, there's a small little house that is probably like the first mark of like the underground treasures houses or shipwrecks or whatever. But like instead of rather having random chests up in the ground, you could have actual places that, you know, it would make sense to have treasure in.
Right, instead of just a random treasure chest just sitting in the cavern lair, which was absolutely the case back then. Although I've pretty much pillaged all of them and took all of the chests for myself, so there's not really that many to see anymore in this world, but still absolutely the case from back then. So I guess I could make some wooden beams. I really never got super into Terraria building, especially back then. I've gotten a little bit more into it since, but it was so cumbersome back then, especially if you wanted to build anything with wood.
Definitely.
It got better, but it was rough for the moment. It's I could do planked wall, but we'll just do some standard wood wall.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
I hate people who put sensor darts on their cars.
But what now?
So there's a stupid item in this mode called a sensor dart, which is like a pocket UAV. It only covers a certain area of your mini map, but if you put it on a car, you can pretty much bring a portable UAV with you.
Oh.
Game design.
It's the meta. The meta of solos is to put a trophy system on your car so nobody can throw a grenade at it, and then you put a sensor dart on it so you have a radar everywhere you go, pretty much.
That's a bit cool.
It's cool, but it's the fucking bitch way to play, because people only do that because they're bad at gunfights.
Maybe they just think it's cool. Okay, so then we have this set up, and I can put my mannequins down and finally have all of my armor sets on display. We have 5 to show off. Can finally empty that chest out. Oh, you can just do that. Nice.
When you feel bad, look at yourself. Inside your mind, you will find a special place to unwind. When you feel bad, look at yourself.
Oh, that's a lot of silver. Oh,
You will see cosmic eternity.
I had only recently heard that song with the vocals.
Really? You never actually heard the...
I didn't know it. I didn't know Cosmic Eternity had vocals because the vocals were gone for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I knew You Can Do Anything had lyrics, but I didn't know that Cosmic Eternity had lyrics.
Right. Well, I think the vocal mix of You Can Do Anything is in regular old Sonic CD, so it's not super rare or anything.
In the sound test?
Or
like in
it
the original
normally
Sega
play?
CD?
I thought it played in the Sega CD version. I know it plays in Jan. For its little...
Well, obviously
the proper game isn't there, but the opening and ending of Sonic CD is in there. In the museum, and that has vocals.
It's in the original European and Japanese CD release. It's not in the American release, I don't think.
Well, right, because Sonic Boom. But...
Yeah. But in the original run of the game, it was. But then in the re-releases, it wasn't. In the Christian Whitehead re-releases, it wasn't. It was instrumental.
Huh. That's weird.
Because they had lost the licensing for the music, I guess.
Oh my god, really?
And then when Origins came out, they got it back.
That sounds about Sega.
So Sonic Origins in the CD, Sonic Origins Sega's Sonic CD release has the vocals.
One thing I can definitely show off in the stream right now is that I think boulders are a thing now, and like boulder traps now exist. I don't know if that was like the case before, but
no, there were no traps in Terraria 1.0.
So yeah, there's an example of some right here because I just triggered one from really high above. I don't know how, but it happened.
Yeah, that's pretty...
So yeah. I definitely don't want to deal with those later.
Yeah, it's kind of weird going back to 1.0 in that respect, because it is almost serene. Like, there's just nothing really dangerous in the cavern lair. As long as you know to move around decently. You really don't have to worry about anything.
Looks like there's a lot of skeletons there, too. Not sure how often they've shown up. Pre 1.1.
Skeletons were common. Jellyfish didn't exist.
Well, jellyfish are here, definitely, because I saw one beaching on some surface right here.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no jellyfish. There was no... No. It was, no jellyfish, no... There were mother slimes, yeah. There was only the base type of skeleton, so no undead miners, no Tim. Tim was the first new enemy introduced in Terraria.
Yeah.
He was the first guy they added. What an inclusion.
Game for skeletons here.
It'll still never make sense to me that the only skeletons that drop bones are in the dungeon.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why, but not cool. Doesn't make sense. Fix the game red. Give us 1.5, and that's like all they change.
Another key difference here. I don't know. Oh wait, no. I think iron and silver are a part of the same tier of iron crafting, right?
I think in terms of crafting quality, iron, silver, and gold are all pretty much the same.
Well, I'm definitely sure that silver and iron generate in the same world. And like,
Actually, I just remembered one thing. Gold can mine meteorite. Silver can't. That's the only difference back then. Although, you know what's weird? In 1.2, they added tungsten, right? And even though tungsten is the same grade as silver, it can mine meteorite. So, unfair advantage to those players for no reason. Added in 1.2.
Yeah.
0 out of 10, worst update.
You have to craft more platforms. At least I started in some update that, let you use right click.
Yeah, not having right click to make stuff is pretty terrible. Don't play 1.0.
I don't think anyone should go through.
Play 1.0.1 if you really want to go back, because arthritis is bad.
Yes.
I don't think that's that controversial, is it?
For some people, you would want it, because they're crazy.
If you want to test your auto clicker skills, I guess you can play 1.0.
Auto clicker skills.
But seriously, like, don't play it pure analog. Like, I tried doing that once, like, move between floating islands. I eventually just gave up and had to get an auto clicker. It just was not going to happen.
Yeah. I think that's more silver right there. Yep.
There's a lot of good gemstones over here, but that's not really what I'm after.
Extraordinary things can happen if you have faith in yourself.
Mario.
Also no map, and you will feel that.
Yeah, no, I started feeling that very immediately.
Fun fact, there is actually a version of 1.0 that does have the map. You just need to deal with a controller if you want to play it. When Engine Software ported 1.1 to console, they actually added a map feature. In that respect, it's the best version. Unfortunately, there was never any keyboard support.
Yeah.
So, unless you can be okay with using a PlayStation 3 or 360 controller for Terraria, it's not great.
Nuh-uh.
I got used to it because that was actually my introduction to the game, was that version.
Right.
Which, actually, when I was first doing research on this and testing out versions, I thought my version of 1.1 was broken for desktop because the map wasn't working. And I was like, where's the map? Where's the map? This is 1.1. There was a map. I know there was a map. Stop gaslighting me. And then I realized, oh, it was adjusting console.
Yeah. I think I'm getting good progress on this game. Is the underground, like, sky still not there?
The what now?
The underground sky, instead of just being walls, the sky in later versions.
Yeah, it's basically just like the I don't know what to call it. I guess you could call it sky, but just the true background layer that you can't mine. Not that it mattered anyway, because you couldn't put torches on walls even if you had walls.
Yeah. There's just so many things about, like, destroying blocks in this game that are just weird to me after, like, I got so used to 1.4. Like, you're telling me that I have to right-click on torches. It's a bit too much to ask.
Yeah. Or actually, wait, is right-click on torch not a thing anymore?
In, like, 1.1, for sure.
Well, it's a thing in, I think, all the versions. I don't think right-click on torch ever got removed.
Well, yeah, but it's like mandatory in this version.
Yeah, unless you want to use a pickaxe. Or actually, no, wait, it's
I
hammer,
don't
isn't
even think
it?
a pickaxe works. Like, I'm trying right here.
Yeah, you have to use a hammer. Hammers were mandatory. I mean, you needed them for life crystals.
Like,
They were
I was
integral
like,
to progression.
when I started the game, I was contemplating why a hammer existed until I saw this,
Yeah.
or until I had to start breaking orbs.
Yeah, if you want to break any piece of furniture, any chest, any crafting station, anything like that, any quote-unquote like special item that isn't just a block, you need a hammer. Which is pretty silly.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
You know, this version of Terraria is just a bit of a silly goose.
The early
Yeah,
Terraria
yeah.
versions were just goofy.
My goofy uncle.
Goofy Uncle Production.
I am Quindale. Keep me up, I make sales. Just to be inside of jail.
Oh, glowing
Greetings.
mushrooms actually glow now. That's cool.
That's cool.
Quindale Dingle here. My
At least have an
cousin
easy
Kevin
source of
Bartholomew
like
Deep Light.
glow sticks,
Mhm.
because I don't want to go in water without them. Oh yeah, and gold is here too. It spawns in every single ore. That's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have to rely on like crates to get every single ore you want. Which, you know, crates weren't a thing back then, but like it was the only way to get it
Yeah.
afterwards.
Put a camera in Joe Biden's bathroom and watched him take a poop.
Yeah, I don't think I can get a goblin tinkerer yet, so I'm gonna need to get a goblin army to spawn. I think what I can do is change my spawn back to home.
So guys, Hubbard Fingerdoodle here.
Yeah, I can't undo spawn without breaking the bed and putting it back. Oh, even that does it. Is that really how that works? That's a weird feature. Yeah, you can't just unset a spawn point. Oh nice, these chests still work. Marvels we enjoy today.
Yo,
If
the
these stay
marbles?
until 1.4, I'm gonna flip. Oh, I accidentally
The
just right-clicked one of them. It stayed, dude. They're fine.
It's amazing.
You mean everyone's favorite Marvel superhero, Kamala Khan?
Do comics even still get made?
She's in the MCU now.
Oh.
I remember when Kamala Khan's big comeback was Square Enix's Avengers.
Oh.
That was the
Oh.
first time. That was the first time she'd ever been brought back in like relevant media, and it was it was the Avengers game. So people have a bad taste of Kamala Khan because of that.
What were they thinking with that game? How did that even happen?
I don't know. They did a better representation of the Avengers in Marvel Infinite than they did in the actual Avengers game.
Yeah, really.
At least they got bootleg Robert Downey Jr. to play Iron Man in that game. They just got fucking Joe Schmo to play Iron Man in the Avengers game. So it's just like it's weird because like the other Avengers, you can kind of like interchange their voice, I guess. But like Robert Downey Jr. has such like a distinct voice that
Yeah, such a presence
like-
as Iron Man that you kind of have to get him, or it's not going to sound right.
Yeah, or you have to like imitate him very well in order for it to pass. If you, like I said, if you just get Joe Schmo to play Iron Man, everyone's gonna be like, "This is not Iron Man."
Yeah. That was just a bunch of cheap walk cycles.
It's like replacing Tom Kenny as SpongeBob. You just can't do it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could try. I'm sure they've thought about it
Oh,
before.
you could. I bet you they could do the AI generated SpongeBob voices that people do,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I don't know.
Isn't the AI revolution great, guys?
I know, right?
Amazing.
I love deep fake Mark Hamill.
Voice and all.
I love how like they knew they couldn't get the deep fake of Luke Skywalker to do anything cool acrobatic wise, so they just had him in like a Jedi cloak the whole time until he started talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, cool, you got a guy in a hood to do
I knew it.
lightsaber
It's
fights.
some guy in a helmet.
That's what it was. It was just some fucking guy wearing like a Halloween costume, and then after all the fight, he pulls his hood down. It's Luke Skywalker. It's like, oh yeah, you know.
How could I not have guessed?
I mean, they tried to amp up his presence more with the green lightsaber than anything, but
Mm-hmm.
even then, it's like, dog, just give us Luke Skywalker if you're gonna, but like. Or like it's like either give us Luke Skywalker and you can do it right, or don't give us Luke Skywalker at all. Because when he was talking, oh my god, the deepfake was so off.
Which is this?
In The Mandalorian,
In season 2
Oh.
specifically.
yeah, it got better over time, but in
It
his debut,
did?
a little bit.
But that's because they
in,
changed it.
in Book of Boba Fett, it's a little bit better.
Why did they have to deepfake him in the first place?
Because he's
Because-
old
because
and
the-
he needs to be young in the scene.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
right.
scene that calls for him in that moment, it's it's young
my-
Luke Skywalker from after the original trilogy.
Like
So
right after
they-
Return of the Jedi.
yeah, like it happens very shortly after Return.
It's silly. I don't think a lot of it was necessary. And Book of Boba Fett was also really bad. So like
Book of
even when
Boba
Disney
Fett
Star
was
Wars got one thing right with Mandalorian, they managed to just ruin that too. Oh well.
Obi-Wan was okay.
Each their own.
It
I actually
wasn't-
heard that
Obi-
Andor was okay, but it was like trying too hard.
Yeah. It's just weird. Like, I wouldn't say that Obi-Wan is bad per se, but it's definitely mid.
Mm-hmm.
Book of Boba Fett is bad, and Mandalorian is good. It's not amazing, but it's good.
Well, season 1 was really good. Season 2, I think, dropped off a bit. And now, because of the way that Book of Boba Fett was even made, I'm worried that season 3 of Mando is going to be really bad. Like, I think that's something to be concerned about. I'm just going to get an Eater of Worlds to spawn. At this point, I can tear him to shreds anyway.
Maybe it might be.
I thought the
up for another-
Darksaber was cool.
Darksaber is cool, thoroughly underutilized, and not properly explained.
Yeah.
And also, you wasted Giancarlo Esposito. Never forget.
Yeah, they really
Ju- Just
wasted that.
just wasted one of the best actors they could have gotten for this kind of thing.
Wasn't he in Far Cry 6?
Where he was also wasted.
Yeah, he was. I'd say he was wasted more in Far Cry 6 than he was in Star Wars.
He was barely in the game, so yeah, I guess so.
Oh, you killed my son's last bird. Run. What? Run. That's the only thing I remember from him in Far Cry 6.
There wasn't a whole lot else.
You killed my son's last bird.
I have the bombs. Bombs.
What bomb battlefield?
The bomb battlefield.
Name a more iconic starting level.
Like, are we talking anything?
Like Mario one.
Okay. I really like the first levels in Galaxy. I don't know if they beat its iconography, but I like them. Okay, here we go. Eater Worlds. We're just gonna do this. Oh my god.
I'm in a top 5 situation, but I'm in a terrible and predictable spot because the way
It's this
Storm was
easy, huh?
pulling. So I'm probably gonna lose.
This is really all it takes now. My god. Oh, shark's dead.
Might as
The
well
shark
use
was
these-
shark food. Funny. Ironic. Well, that Eater World is dead. Really don't need another hook. And I don't need sticky glow sticks. Let's try. I need this water candle.
I won?
Okay. I forgot how good the demon scythe used to be, dude. It's a very powerful weapon.
I won that
Have some
game.
table.
I won a game of Battle Royale.
#1 victory royale.
This guy said I was cheating though.
#1
Hey,
victory
guys.
royale.
I just returned. If like it would be a beer or something, then you know.
I think this guy thought I was cheating because he thought I was teaming with somebody.
Oh, what was it, Shark? Sorry.
I just came back, so if you needed me or anything, that's why I did.
Oh, okay. No worries. It's not been super
Or-
eventful. I just kind of destroyed the Eater of Worlds so that hopefully a Goblin army shows up.
Or somebody was teaming and then they died shortly before I killed the last person. Because when I went to shoot at the guy that was we were in the top 3. There was 2 other people while I was shooting that one guy, and I was like, okay, I'm going to kill this guy, and the last guy's going to try and third party me. But then I killed that guy, and then the game ended. So at some point between me walking and that gunfight, the other guy had just died. So I was like, oh shit, I won.
Huh.
I didn't think I was gonna win that game because I was in a terrible spot. The storm poles fucked me so bad, and I still won.
I mean, you get a lot of Demon Knight for killing the Eater of Worlds. It's like 13 gold per kill.
You do. It's pretty broken.
How many wins do I have?
At least until the Queen Bee shows up. Then that becomes the broken boss to farm.
I have 46 solo wins.
And
then I have 80
mushrooms.
And I have 88 total wins. Those total wins are from the resurgence mode. There's a resurgence playlist that's quads that your team can spawn back in as long as they're alive within like a 30 to 45 second timer. And it's a really small map, so it's fast paced. But yeah, as long as one person in your team's alive, each player on the team gets 5 respawns. But once they use up their respawns, they can't come back.
Mm.
It was basically the progenitor for what Fortnite and Warzone did eventually with reviving people back from the dead, pretty much.
Okay.
Because in Fortnite, it's like data cards or whatever you have to bring to like a van, and you can. I forget what they're called, but when in a team based mode, when your player dies, they drop a card, and you can pick up that card and bring it to like a recharge station to bring them back. And then in Warzone, it's if your teammate dies, you can spend $4,000 to bring them back.
Yeah, just a little bit of money to, bring your friend back from the dead.
Yeah, $4,000. That's all.
Small loan of $4,000 for life.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
To be fair, in Warzone, when you pick up cash, it's usually in drops of like 500 to 1,000. So it's only like anywhere from 4 to 8 cash drops.
Mm.
But still, that's 4 to 8 cash drops that you could have been using to get like UAVs and kill streaks.
Right.
Oh, now you have to use it to revive your friend.
I think this seems to be
I'm
my
gonna head to
first
the bathroom real
personal.
quick. I gotta wait out Goblin Army anyway, so you guys feel free to keep talking and
Yo,
keep the stream
same.
going.
I gotta piss.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom. Be right back. When you feel bad, look at yourself. Inside your mind, you will find a special place to unwind. When you feel bad, look at yourself. But if you gotta do something, believe in yourself. Yourself. Extraordinary things can happen if you believe in yourself. You've got to have some faith in yourself if you want respect from your friends.
Time to get an immaculate amount of money.
When you feel bad, look at yourself. Dude, I like Scott the Waz said it best in his like Sonic retrospective when he was like, when we last checked in with our Blue Hedgehog, he absolutely just crushed his fourth game. Sonic Origins pretty much confirmed that Sonic CD canonically takes place before Sonic 2.
Well, yeah, wasn't that always the case?
I thought there was a huge divide in the community, I think, where that Sonic 2 took place first. And I think just maybe one of the reasons why people thought maybe, or this is just me, but at least with me, I thought that Sonic 2 took place first because Silver Sonic is way more primitive than Metal Sonic. So you would think like the more primitive design would be like, oh, it's Eggman's first take at a Sonic clone, and then Metal Sonic was like the successor. But no, Metal Sonic came before Silver Sonic. So Eggman made Metal Sonic, and then he made Silver Sonic, and Silver Sonic was worse.
Maybe that was just a prototype that he had to use last minute.
Yeah, there could be some unexplained lore, but Silver Sonic is a fucking joke. I mean, it's not as bad though as the Silver Sonic from Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive.
Do you really even count those games?
They do in Sonic Mania. Because when you fight Metal Sonic, he sends little Silver Sonics from the Mega Drive. No, not the Mega
Game
Drive,
Gear?
the Master System. The Master System / Game Gear. Why
Why do people say why did they say like Master System / Game Gear? Did they use the same?
Because they're the same system. One's portable and one you plug into the TV.
Dang. I thought
For
they
all
were just
intents-
separate games.
For all intensive purposes, the Game Gear is a handheld Master System.
Oh.
It's the I don't know what it was about their take on the NES, but like the Master System was, they were able to emulate the Master System very well portably, which by technicality made it a better system than the Game Boy, but the Game Boy was more affordable and more iconic. Even though, like I said, by technicality, the Game Gear is, I believe, is statistically better because it's able to run NES quality games on the go. Yeah, it has a short battery life and requires a lot of batteries, but it was impressive for the time. Yeah, Screen Crunch was bad.
Screen Crunch was very bad.
Just look at the Mario Deluxe on the Game Boy Color.
But Mario Deluxe on the Game Boy is pretty bad though.
So here's the thing though. It's actually fine for the most part.
It's good.
It's slow.
Yeah.
Mario's a slow-paced game. It doesn't break when you make the screen smaller, especially if you design levels around it. Yeah, Mario for super players isn't good. But
Sonic Triple Trouble and Sonic Chaos were good for the Game Gear though. They
were made with the Game Gear's screen real estate in mind, so they turned out okay.
Sonic 1 and 2, I believe, weren't. I think they were made with the Master System in mind.
They were.
So when they converted it over to Game Gear, it didn't do well. But Chaos and onward, they got better.
And Sonic 1 is mostly playable on the Game Gear. It runs fine, but the sprite work took a huge hit.
Where the fuck is his nose?
Yep. He looks fine on the not on the Mega Drive, the Master System, but not on the Game Gear.
But the only problem with the Master System version is that Jungle Zone Act 2 has Contra Syndrome when it doesn't in the Game Gear version.
True. Which actually implies that they did have some designs in mind for the Game Gear, which begs the question of how Sonic 2 even happened.
What are you talking about? Sonic 2 on Game Gear is a good game. You're just bad at it.
Yeah. I mean, so is Sonic Genesis on the GBA, if you think about it.
At least Sonic 2 on the Game Gear runs.
Mostly it runs okay. It's just running... Well, it's running stuff, but that doesn't mean you can see it.
I mean, yeah, you can't see it, but at least the game runs at its native speed for like 95% of the game.
Fair.
Sonic Genesis doesn't run at all.
It gets a good. It
No,
gets
it
the
doesn't.
double digits on a good day.
No, it does not.
It gets the double digits sometimes.
I played it recently. It's fucking bad.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really not much defense. What did a banquet table need? Was that not a thing yet? That seems
Lol,
so
can't-
weird.
Why do you need a banquet table?
I just wanted to make one because I think they look nice.
He
Uh,
wants
I need
to
to kill
have-
time. And I want to have a banquet.
I want to have a banquet. I want to have a good time. I want to have a banquet. I want to eat food. I want to have a banquet. And did I mention I want to have a banquet?
I want to have a banquet.
I should probably go smelt all this stuff so that I can, well, use it when I'm underground.
Mm.
Logan, before they confirmed that Sonic CD took place before Sonic 2, what was your opinion? What game do you think came first?
So,
Chronologically.
what do you mean by confirmed?
Sonic Origins Collection, I think, recently confirmed that CD takes place before Sonic 2.
Well, yeah, it makes sense for CD to take place before Sonic 2, because where's Tails?
Yeah.
Um,
But also you look at, like I was talking to Shark about this, is that, or SHK about this, is
same thing.
if chronologically CD takes place before 2, why is Silver Sonic way more primitive compared to Metal Sonic?
That was kind of retroactively explained in Heroes.
How?
I couldn't really control Metal Sonic too good. So make a weaker one that you can control.
But it doesn't matter because after Heroes, Metal Sonic went back to being Eggman's bitch.
Did he
Yeah.
elaborate?
In Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Goblin Scout. Go on.
Sonic 4 Episode 2, Sonic Boom, even though that's a different universe. Metal Sonic wasn't in a lot of games after Heroes.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there's almost no Metal Sonic anyway,
Sonic-
so it's more like he got decommissioned.
Sonic Mania.
Mania, you could
and-
argue, takes place in a different time, though. He just grabbed CD metal.
And then I want to say Forces, but it wasn't the real Metal Sonic, so...
Mm. Oh, interesting. My dungeon is literally in the ocean biome. It's so close to the end of the world.
But, like... I still think Sonic 4 is in its own canon, but I believe no. Sonic 4 in its timeline chronologically takes place after 3 and Knuckles and before Heroes.
Well, of course Sonic 4 takes place after Sonic 3, yeah.
Sonic Free Riders.
What about Sonic Free Riders?
He listens to Eggman in that game.
Nobody ever played Free Riders.
And he listens to Eggman in the comics.
Comics are their own no, comics are definitely their own continuity. What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to say, like, yeah, I know Heroes, like, Metal Sonic rebelled against Eggman, but, like, there has
We
to
haven't
be...
seen enough of him since.
We haven't seen enough of Metal Sonic since Heroes, yeah. I mean, like I said, we saw him in Sonic 4, but that's in its own separate, like, pocket dimension.
And even then, Sonic 4 definitely takes place before Heroes because Metal Sonic was taken from Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet? Little Planet.
Little Big Planet? You want to say that again, Chief?
No, oh my god. I've been playing Little Big Planet a little bit recently. It's a very fun game.
Look, if you ever find yourself stuck, just open up the menu and try again.
Fucking... Oh,
I love Stephen Fry.
I
Really
like
makes
to
that game.
imagine... I like to imagine that in after Heroes, when Sonic defeats Metal Madness, I like to think that Metal Sonic just like came to his senses and just fucking obeyed Eggman again.
But was that a sensible decision?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot they added Quick Stack.
I mean, we
Oh,
didn't
that's
see
such a good
Metal.
feature.
If that's the case,
did?
then we didn't see Metal Sonic until Generations.
And even then, that's not actually seeing him again. It's not like he's doing something new. It's literally just going back to that point in time.
So really, the most recent time you've seen Metal Sonic outside of Heroes, or at least after Heroes, was in Forces, and even then, it wasn't the real Metal.
Yeah, they've all been illusions. So,
Except for Sonic Boom, which again is in its own separate timeline.
I need 10 tattered cloth, really? Yeah, I mean...
I have problems with the Boom universe.
I don't know enough about it. Isn't Shadow like a proper villain?
He's like a dickhead, pretty much. He's not a, he's an anti-hero dickhead.
I like that. That's good Shadow.
No, he's not. In Boom, he sucks.
Really? Does he not do anything cool? Or is it like...
Oh my god, he's just there to fucking throw hands with Sonic. That's his only role.
It could be worse. I kind of wish he was just doing his own thing, but...
He has
Or have him
more,
allied with Eggman. That would be cool.
He has more of a identity in Sonic Prime. I don't know if you've seen Sonic Prime.
I haven't. Is it good?
It's okay. It's not terrible. It's not amazing, but it's about on par, if not maybe just a little bit less than Sonic Boom.
Okay. And I should get a battle potion.
It's one of those things that I think you also have to get used to because all the voices are different.
I don't like the voice cast change. That finally happened.
I think they mostly do a good job, except I don't like the new Eggman voice for the show. It's not Mike Pollock. It's not Pollock.
They actually didn't get him back.
They didn't get him back for a Prime.
Okay, so actually, I will say this. Mike Pollock's been a great Eggman. I kind of want a serious Eggman again, and he's just not great at it.
He was okay in Forces.
That still wasn't like... I want like SA2 Eggman back.
I want SA1 Eggman back.
That'd be great. Specifically Tale Story SA1 Eggman. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But we're never going to get that again. Let's see, I either need a lot more tattered claw. What does it take to make a battle potion? I'm going to move my guide back into here.
What does it take to make a magic missile?
Housing is not suitable. Since when?
Magic missile.
How is this housing not suitable? What, does it need like a plank to stand on? Or something? Oh, I'm still on the housing icon. Okay. Oh.
Why not your missile?
There we go. In that case, let's move the Dryad out. Move the Dryad over to...
I can mine Demonite.
With what pick?
The gold pick.
Oh yeah, you can mine Demonite with the gold pick. You can't mine Stone with a gold pick.
It just feels weird. But then again, just, this entire game is a bit weird.
It's all just a little unusual. World 1.0 is 7% corrupt, huh? That seems okay.
Don't go into hard mode.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna have a steampunker in this hard mode either.
Despite the fact that it was probably made by a 13-year-old who thinks that their creation is super edgy and hardcore, I like the design of Furnace.
Design of what now?
So it's because of it's a Friday Night Funkin' Sonic.exe mod, but they made this mod called Prey, where it's like starved Eggman and Furnace Metal Sonic, but the design it's like shitty like creepypasta fan service thing. But the one thing I will praise about it is that Furnace's design is actually really fucking cool. It's like a mix. It's like a gray. It's like a mix of Mecha Sonic and Metal Sonic, but it's gray and looks like, and he has like an oven on his chest. It's really cool looking. That's the only thing I'll give it credit for. I hate the story. I hate Friday Night Funkin'.
Friday Night Funkin's
Looks
good,
at
but
universe.
Listen, I only picked that because I thought that was an okay song. I don't
Yeah.
like the game, but I will admit that sometimes, occasionally, there is a bop that comes out of that game. But other than that, like I don't like the game and what it stands for.
What does it stand
I shouldn't
for?
say. I shouldn't say what the game stands for as like the vanilla Friday Night Funkin' experience. It's passable for a Flash game. It's okay, but what I hate about it is the modding community, because the modding community is nothing but like 12-year-olds making creepypasta soundtracks.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You could just listen to your fax machine.
I don't know what it is about Friday Night Funkin' that's attracting all these creepypasta songs, but it has essentially become the creepypasta rhythm game now.
Because it's so easy to make stuff for, right? Isn't that all it is?
It's really easy to make stuff for, but I'm just confused. If it's so easy to make stuff for Friday Night Funkin', why is it all fucking creepypasta? Why isn't there like
creepypastas?
it's like 70% of the mods are creepypasta.
No. A lot of them are just shitpost ones.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of shit posting too with how easy it is. But,
Or just really terrible quality songs.
right.
But the ones that kids talk about the most is the creepypasta ones, because what's still popular with kids? Creepypastas.
Is that Sonic EXE?
I
Sonic
think that was
EXE
just the case, like when those kinds of stuff were really popular back then too.
Sonic EXE is still popular with kids.
Yeah. That's what I was referring to, the little Sonic movie.
Yeah, the fucking
somebody
the
got.
fucking, yeah, the fucking ending of the Sonic, spoilers for Sonic 2 in case you haven't seen it. 3, 2, 1. Spoiler talk. Okay.
Go.
At the end of Sonic 2, fucking they show Shadow the Hedgehog, and there's this fucking kid who in the theater was like, "Oh my god, is that Sonic EXE?" And I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah. A real thing that really, really happened. Okay. So now,
And even like I saw a kid one time react to like an advertisement for Sonic CD, and they saw Metal Sonic, and they went, "Oh my god, Sonic versus Sonic EXE."
yep.
And I was just like, "Are you fucking me right now?"
Yes.
I can't with how popular Sonic EXE is. It just drives me fucking crazy. The only reason Jeff the Killer is still relevant is because people are still trying to find the source of that original image.
Or they're just
Yeah, we
making
still don't
anime
know.
women out of them.
That's
That
pretty
is
funny.
that
It
is the
is.
only reason why Jeff the Killer is still relevant. Once they figure out where that image comes from, Jeff the Killer is going to join the rest of his creepy brothers in the trash bin.
Oh, interesting. The bowl of soup existed back then. I didn't actually know that was a 1.1 thing.
You can make lunch in Terraria.
I've
You
heard
can make lunch,
I've
which
heard
is good because you can't take psychedelics anymore.
I've heard good things about what is it? NES Godzilla, but I heard the ending sucks.
Sorry, NES Godzilla?
Yeah, the NES Godzilla creepypasta. Apparently, it's one of the greatest gaming creepypastas of all time, but it has a really fucking shitty ending.
Oh.
Like, it does everything right that a creepypasta should do until the very end.
Oh yeah, can I kill bunnies now? Yes, I can. Epic. This really is the best Terraria version.
No.
Let's see here. What does it take to make a battle potion? That might have been deathweed and rotten chunks? Maybe? Yes, it is. 7-minute duration. Okay. I can make 6 of them. What else is this used for? It's used for thorns. Thorns is really good, actually. And it's used for gravitation as well, so I actually do need to keep some of these. I'll just make 1. I did like the pre-fishing era of potion crafting. I think that's genuinely preferable to some extent to how things are now. 1 battle potion. And I'll put the rotten chunks back. And I'll wait until daytime to actually use it, though. I guess I can fight another Eater of Worlds. I may as well break the rest of the Shadow Orbs. They're not going to be useful at any other point, really. You know, since it just takes rotten chunks anyway, maybe I can just make a spawner.
Were the coin sprites updated in this version?
They were given a glint effect to make them a little more noticeable.
Hmm.
They wouldn't receive like a full sprite change until 1.3, I think. I'm almost up to a platinum. Hmm. Let's go kill the Eater Worlds. I don't have anything better to do.
back down to where I died. What's with Sega and losing their rights to the songs?
What's with Sega and losing shit in general?
Yeah, they kind of lose the rights to everything.
Not only do they lose their rights, but they lose their fucking source code.
That they do. That
I
they
would
do.
understand the source code thing, but like their music and their rights. Like,
It
come
still
on.
I don't know how you
still seems bad to lose your source code.
I don't understand how you lose your source. How you lose your. I don't understand how you lose the rights to your own fucking music.
Yeah. Okay, I finally got another goblin army, so
It's
be
not
able
like
to
they can
progress.
sue themselves.
it's more that like they just have really bad contracts that they put under, so they just kind of lose. They give the rights to whoever they're, hiring on as an artist. So like Dreams Come True, it was in their clause that they got to keep the rights to their songs instead of them being either Creative Commons or Sega's. Not their smartest decision.
No fucking way I got third partied.
Didn't mean to make that mana crystal.
Oh my god. They're fucking teaming!
Great. Here, I'm gonna place a bet down if they're actually gonna show up here.
Oh, you've got to be fucking me right now.
Nope.
I love it when this shit happens because it's so fucking stupid. It's just entertaining to watch. I hope now I have to watch these mofos now because I need to see them lose.
Oh yeah, there's goblin archers now. I don't think they were a thing yet in 1.0.
How do you get the fabric or like silk in this version?
The loom was introduced by this point.
How do you get the loom again?
It's just wood at a workbench. I think.
That's simple enough. Also, piranhas here now. I notice them a lot.
So it seems like my spawn point is still far enough from center that the world doesn't like spawning goblin armies.
I guess.
Just somewhat strange. I wonder if that'll still be a problem by the time we get to like the pirate invasion.
Is it a problem with like 1.0 generation or like?
I would figure the code would have changed by now, though.
Is
Unless maybe
based
it
off
never
of,
gets
like,
overwritten.
1.1 generation or something.
Well, I'm sure for like, post-world generation events, it goes off of 1.1 code.
I really hope someone sees these clowns in the storm and just starts shooting them.
Oh, finally got a harpoon. And I made 2 mana crystals at some point. What did I do? Oh,
This
jeez.
game is fun even in the earlier versions. At least it's just nice to go ahead and explore and lose your mind for a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not 1.0, but you know, it's still something.
Even 1.0 to some extent.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I hope his ego gets to him to where he dies in the storm because he's running out of healing items.
Well, I guess I'm low enough to figure. Oh, boulders are here. Okay, I just triggered a boulder. I lost. I didn't lose anything. I just like. That's amazing. But yeah, I'm up to the point where it's lava now. Might want to make a elevator here someday.
You fucking idiot using a trauma kit in the storm. You're just gonna lose it. And you already lost it.
I'm honestly... So the harpoon is one of my favorite items ever in Terraria. I'm really sad that it never got a hard mode equivalent. I always thought it was a very fun version of the flail.
And all the water is going down the hole. And it's not enough to tell everything. That's great.
Ah, he died. What a bitch.
Here's the thing that
Alright,
I
now
wonder. Like
I'm watching his butt buddy now.
What is it, Shark?
the thing that I'm wondering is that say you have flaming arrows where you craft them with like regular arrows and a torch. If you fire them underwater, do you still keep the damage bonus that it gives?
Honestly, I think it would depend on if it changes the sprite. I think in the early game it used to, and then it got changed. Okay. Goblin army defeated. Let me, tell the merchant to move there. And then I'll sell stuff to him and then move him back. I also need to make sure that there's actually valid housing for the Goblin Tinkerer to take, otherwise he's not going to show up.
Oh, I'm fucking praying for this clown to lose. Oh my god, is that another team? Is that another people teaming in the distance again?
Are we ever going to get to the point where like paying for the such small additions that like, oh hey, you're gonna have to pay for like this part that we used to have like in every single other staple, and you're just going to have to pay for it individually now. And the total that you would have gotten like 5 years ago is now like 25% more now. At least when it comes to like DLCs where you pay separately for literally everything.
Right. It could honestly get to that point.
I mean, it's clearly making money for them right now.
Right, there's not really a reason for them to stop.
Yeah.
So.
I really wish I got to experience some of like the older stuff like around the 360 era, because that's when stuff. I imagine people say that stuff there's good.
The 360 era multiplayer, yeah.
I mean, clearly, I wouldn't want to, partake in the voice calls there because, well, 360 voice calls are just an entirely different beast.
Yes, they are.
Oh my god. This guy can't win. Oh my god, he can't win. I don't want him to win.
Oh,
Well, his fucking butt buddy was teaming with him. His buddy died.
You must be mentally insane to finish a pack.
Listen, man, I did too.
I'm gonna make one.
But are you gonna finish it? Is the question.
I'm like on track to like having a good plan to finish it. I'm like 80 stages out of 118.
it's pretty good.
Like
So you're calling yourself mentally insane then?
I'm like what? Hold on, let me go calculate this.
There's
thing out.
people who have made like full packs with less than that, you know? If R2 was just challenge mode, it would be less.
76 divided by
Nice.
118.
Oh, please die.
Accidentally took my up to enemy spawn rate thing, and now it has no purpose. Whoops.
So yeah, I'm 65% insane.
You have
Yeah.
the low ground.
Now,
Your
when we
swarm
come
is
to,
behind
like-
your back.
If we come to terms that if and only if in GUU 2055 is a person, then we can also agree that he's the most insane out of all of us.
Oh my god, he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. Yes, you lost.
Oh, this is interesting. Is this like... This doesn't seem like Crimson, it just looks weird. Because Crimson's not a thing. Oh wait, no, it's just war parts.
Yeah. Lava can look a lot like Crimson from a distance, too, I've noticed.
Hmm. And if, like, for some reason, like, if a pot breaks and it has hearts inside of it, and, like, you're away from the screen, it has, like, a red glow. So it looks a bit like lava or something.
Hmm. Oh, they broke down that door. Okay. Well, I think that's it for getting the Goblin Tinkerer to spawn. Let's see if we actually got him. And
Well,
for
they-
that
they
matter, was the
actually-
mechanic introduced in 1.1? I'd have to check the update notes. Let's see. I'm gonna look real quick. Put that
Oh
over
my
there.
god, new strategy. I never knew you could do that in the 3 years I've been playing this game. That's such good. That's really good meta right there.
Let me... Oh, can I not just copy the link? Shoot.
Guy's fucking insane.
Okay, well, I'll just have to put it in a new... Just pull it out of there. There we go.
So I just found out that if you fucking grapple the top of a tree with a grappling hook, you can fucking what is it? You can pull out your wingsuit, which causes you to glide, and you can glide insane distances with that. So I know that now. If I have a grappling hook, I can grapple the top of trees, so I can fly.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Well,
so
then
the
are you-
mechanic was added. So,
Oh, you were just looking away from it. I thought your stream was broken.
yeah. I just had to pull it off the tab for a minute. But yeah, so the mechanic was introduced in 1.1. So you can get them from the dungeon. I'm pretty sure. That is how that works, right?
One more time?
The mechanic, you get her from the dungeon.
You get hurt from the dungeon?
I thought that's how it works. Like post Skeletron, she spawns in the dungeon.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I thought that was an old like Terraria lore thing, but maybe not. Let's head over. Either way, I know the Goblin Tinker can spawn out of the dungeon, because it is a low enough layer, so we'll take that approach. And higher enemy spawn rate might actually make it something of a challenge.
Oh. Oh, he didn't win.
When was the dungeon music introduced? Because they're just playing the Underworld theme for me now.
Holy shit, these people.
I don't know when it was added. I might look that up.
Hey, there's the mechanic. Please don't kill her. Mostly just wires, it looks like. And there's the goblin. Finally, dude. Okay, well, now that I have both of them...
The dungeon track was added in dungeon. No, not dungeon. 1.2.
1.2, okay. Interesting. I thought it was a 1.1 thing, but I guess not. Well... Oh, that wooden door came off. Okay. So now I need to make housing for the both of them. They can go...
Ooh, Zona and Ghost Ham just remade the EX World 2 skybox, and it looks fucking sexy.
Nice.
They changed the water. They made it like reflective, kind of like 651 World 10.
Oh, okay.
Where it's a fake reflection.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of how you have to do it, right?
It works though. I mean, it's fucking cool. I like it.
How big is EX?
I don't know, but I got nervous when I saw the challenge mode slots. I'll tell you that.
So there's just gonna be a lot of challenge mode stages.
I feel like right now I
No,
feel
I
like
can't do
EX.
this.
I feel like EX is trying to be too big for its own good.
Mm.
Can you say how much challenge mode slots there are?
I want to say it, but I feel like I can't say it because I don't know
Shouldn't
how
say
much
it on
of it.
stream.
Yeah, I don't. I don't feel like I don't know how much of this stuff is confidential and how much Kirby wants to people. Like I still feel bad because I sent people invites to the EX server without asking Kirby, and he's not mad at me, but he said ask next time, and I will. But I invited Ichigo and Brandon, and I've sent invites to you too, Logan and KA, but I deleted them. And because I wanted a more pop. I only did it because I wanted a more pop in VC, but then I considered the fact that people might leak this shit. But I don't think the people that joined are the kind of people that leak shit. So I'm not too worried about that. And neither is Kirby. But from a developing standpoint, I guess I understand that, and I don't want shit to get leaked.
To my knowledge, I've never leaked anything.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't leak anything. Oh my god, there's so much fucking people dropping here. I'm scared.
Let's see. I guess I could just make another house fairly close by. Just near the meteorite pit. Yeah, let's just do that. Need to be a big place either. Okay, and then we'll just do it as 20, so 52.
Oh my god, just get to the house.
Okay, well now I don't know how many because I just got more wood from that, but that's okay. This looks like enough to me anyway. find out if that's actually enough space. Very, am I right?
Yeah, Terraria.
I always feel like I get to some point in time where I'm just at a loss for what to really talk about.
It's a lot easier to say that kind of stuff in like the earlier or later parts
Mm-hmm.
when you said you don't have a whole lot to say or have a lot that you not said. However you put it, you just have more to say in the beginning, I guess.
More to say in the beginning and more to say just when like an actual like event is going on and you're not just building, you know?
Yeah, right now I'm just mining.
Eat shit.
Or, you can just hear Solatron do that.
Yeah. Lilitron's going to be like one of the larger mainstays of this whole series, and he hasn't even played Terraria.
Listen, fam. I'm sweating my ass off in Battle Royale right now. I don't want to fucking hear it.
You're keeping the stream entertaining.
He's like toned down Sudachi.
Yeah.
Enough to keep the stream
but not
and
enough
not
to get
have
it
us-
taken down.
Yeah.
Why didn't this bitch fucking use a concussion grenade on me? He would have so won that engagement if he did.
I'm thinking of getting like Risk of Rain too.
Risk of Rain's fun. I had some friends that were really into it back when Risk of Rain 1 just came out. It was a few years ago.
I love
Oh shit,
that.
nah, I got way too overzealous. I find that in solo battle royale, if you get a bad zone, or like if you spawn outside of the zone, you're just gonna have so much of a harder time trying to play the game.
Hmm.
Unless you find a car and then where you can drive the zone, but even then, you got to find a good spot to get out of your car. I think I know a good place to go. I want to say that, but this spot can be a hot drop if people are still trying to do this challenge, which I hope people aren't trying to still do this challenge in 2023.
What, water challenge?
So there's a very famous character in Black Ops known by the name of Frank Woods, Sergeant Frank Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a challenge to unlock Woods as a playable character for this battle royale.
I mean, this house is not suitable.
It's a really hard challenge, and a lot of people like this character, so they all want the chance to be this character. So there's like a 50% chance that when you drop at this one area, there'll be a helicopter and a bandana. You have to pick up the bandana and then pilot the helicopter for 1 minute. And then once you meet that criteria, then you have to win the game. And if you meet all three of those criteria, then you unlock the character.
I see.
So it's a really hard challenge, and it's a challenge that you can't do every game because sometimes the items just don't spawn. So sometimes that area will be a hot drop for no reason. But it's a really quaint area that's like not it's like it can or it could be the hottest drop ever, or it could be the most fucking dead zone in the world. It's random. And when it's a dead zone, it's a good place to get started. Mark it on my map so I know where it is.
I wonder what makes this housing invalid. It seems pretty normal.
I ended up making 3 more skyboxes for EX though, so I'm proud of that.
If I were to give you a suggestion, maybe try minimizing how many platforms you're using.
Oh, that might be it.
So just like remove like the 2 at the edges.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of silly, isn't it?
Yeah, if you have too many platforms, then you know
It doesn't like that. Oh well, okay, they're both here now, so I can get them to spawn in by running to and fro real quick.
I only have 3 lenses.
Did they ever cut that down from 6?
I don't think they did.
I remember it used to take 10.
Well, yeah. I went over that with you.
Mm-hmm.
It was very terrible indeed. Am I able to make like the
That should be more than 4 enough. There's the mechanic.
Oh yeah, do gem hooks exist?
I don't think so, but I think gem staves did. You know what? I might not have max mana anymore. Might have been updated. No, that peaks at 260 with this armor.
I need a sawmill to make the loom.
Oh, you do? Okay. So they really gated off progression for getting a bed. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Here, I can save an X and come back. That'll work. least I thought it would. Where is he? Hmm. Let's put some more light in his house. I don't think that's necessarily a factor, but I never did make that chandelier.
I also really hate I have to start at the end of each wall in order to break it.
Yeah, I think that was only a thing for cavern walls, but it was very annoying.
It's also dirt walls.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah, because you can't even break actual cavern wall. I don't know, there's like a proper term for that background layer.
Anything that's not spawned by you, I guess.
Yeah, but like you can never break that, like for there's most background, the same reason you can't break sky. There we go.
Now I have a third house in place, and now that means I can have a demolition nest.
Oh, that's where he ended up. Hi.
I
There's the goblin. Okay. Tinkerer's workshop. Fairly important. Forgot he also sells a grappling hook.
That's cool.
And then he also sells rocket boots, not that I need them.
Because they already have them.
And now I gotta find a place to actually place Tinkerer's workshop down. I suppose. I can go over here. I don't know how tall it is. There we go. Let's go up one. Does the sawmill require an extra? Yeah, it really requires the extra platform. That's silly. Okay, so finally I can combine some accessories. Quite a lot, actually. First up is the obsidian shield with its classic sprite. The crossbones. An intrepid obsidian shield. Yeah, I'm gonna get all these with modifiers now. I think I can combine my shiny red balloon and cloud in a bottle together. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yep, cloud in a balloon. The spiked cloud in a balloon. The rocket boots and Hermes boots, of course, to make the Spectre boots. Very important. Then the lucky horseshoe is a material, but I'm not really sure to what. Oh, you can make the obsidian horseshoe at one point in time. Maybe that is still an item, but I'm not really sure why you would ever make it.
You guys excited
Or what?
for lunch?
For lunch?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Dude, I ate lunch a few hours ago.
Yeah, it was good.
Got some hot dogs.
Hot dog. Where did I get these 2 doors from?
Costco.
Oh, that explains it.
Where you can also get your hot dog.
That's true. At a price you'll love, no less.
Yeah, cheapo hot dogs.
Here we go. I have these 8 chests, but they're not really legit. I'm just gonna make a chest over here as well, I suppose. And then can put a door over here. Gold key won't really do anything in this world, but you can go over there. So yeah, now that I have all of my fancy items, I guess I can prepare for the Wall of Flesh. I have a lot of the arena already sort of built because of finding the underground jungle. Oh yeah, the nature's gift. Okay, that's gonna matter. That's absolutely something I should hold on to. Some material. What all did I need to make the mana flower?
Oh, the nurse arrived, not the demolitionist, so at least I have another episode.
So the nature's gift got overhauled at one point where originally it was actually a really interesting item. You would get full health and full mana upon respawn with it. And then eventually became a more mana focused item and got the mana flower upgrade. Just really good actually. 8% reduced mana usage and automatically use mana potions when needed. Because I'll actually need to consider mana potions now. I won't really use restoration potions too much. I'll need to make some mana potions. Can I just buy them? Awesome. Just 1 silver as well. That's competitive. Let's buy 20. And then also need to turn that into a greater. Not a greater, but just a standard mana potion. The glowing mushroom.
I can't
And-
give you my potions because my potions are really for the strongest, and you are clearly of the weakest.
So,
Whoa. I
mana
didn't
flower,
know this.
lucky horseshoe, cloud on a balloon, obsidian shield, and specter boots.
This
That's a full
generation
loadout.
is... This is very weird generation.
Whoa.
You wanna look at this?
That's pretty wild. Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
at that
no.
right now.
Wait, so look, yeah, no, there's just a very tiny desert here, and
Uh-huh.
like, when you go and look at over here, it's just a giant wall.
It's just a perfectly normal desert. And then, boom.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Hmm. It looks like it's just a random ball of regular land sticking out of it too.
Yeah, and you can
Is that
kind of
the-
see it like deteriorate as well once you get into back to the desert. It's like it's not
Yeah.
supposed to even be there.
And like the interior also suggests it too.
Mm-hmm.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
wild.
wow. So you got some real bust world generation. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you, Terraria 1.1. Very cool.
I didn't actually ask if you were using like a specific subversion as well. Is this just
No.
standard 1.1?
This is just standard 1.1.
Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Good.
All right. So, as far as 1.1 goes, I think it's time to fight the wild flesh. I mean, I can go ahead and make some potions, but otherwise I'm more or less set to go. I can turn these into standards. I'll go ahead and make a full stack. Or at least very close. One shy in service to the mana flower. And then full healing as well. And I won't need to worry about the mana hotkey. And I'll still have H for healing. Dope. So I'll take ale. I'll take... Let's see. I think I'll need Deathweed, Cactus, Daybloom, Mushroom.
So just for curiosity's sake, I just carved out the entire bottom part where it separates the sand and the plant. And so now I'm just here dumbfounded with how, like, this giant mountain of sand.
Right, that's
actually
just... That's awesome. It's like the effect of, like, in 1.0 where you would get, like a 3-block forest biome in the middle of your desert. It's just that on steroids. That's great. They don't make those worlds like they used to.
They don't make them like they used to, boys. I remember getting pizza with my fucking heart attack shit smut sauce.
I agree. So we got Thorns Potion, Night Owl Potion, Shine Potion, Feather Fall,
get-
Gills.
Only got get fucked?
Swiftness.
Question mark.
I don't know if swiftness is really going to matter, but it is cheap. So I'll make one. Regeneration potion, that's a big one. And then the ones would be
Oh my god,
useful.
get fucked?
It only has a 2-minute duration, but we'll only take one for the fight. And I'll be using a water bolt and a demon sight, partially using Uramir's method for Wall of Flash.
Yeah.
Not that it's too difficult of a fight if you actually have a platform made.
It seems like you have a half platform.
I really hope this guy drives
I
into
have
a bomb.
enough. It took a while to find that. Or what is it? To find the underground jungle. I don't know why I was blanking on that. Put water leaf back.
I actually found the surface jungle pretty close to my spawn. Oh, and here's a dungeon.
Imagine having a service jungle.
Can't imagine that.
We'll never add that. They never really did make the surface jungle very useful, did they?
Hmm.
It's just a means to an end. Okay.
I might actually leave once you hit the wall of flash, or at least die from it.
I might wrap up at that point too, if I actually do beat it. We'll save Hardwood for another day. Because I've already been going for... Just this stream's been almost 2 hours.
It should have been like over 4 hours in total.
Probably.
Oh, I found my beach. And it's pink jelly. I might actually wrap things up on here. I'll just save an exit.
Okay. I think it's time to head to hell, fellas. I haven't even been there in 1.1 yet.
We're going to hell? Sick!
Yep.
Say hi to Satan.
Satan.
Yo, you're gonna go say hi to Saint Anne for me?
Yeah.
Wait, people are actually watching my live stream.
Oh my god, views?
Views?
People commented on it, like 3 different people.
Really?
Oh my god.
Who?
Oh my god, read these comments.
No, it's just like Joseph and like 2 other people that I know.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Joseph.
Alright, let's, I guess no time like the present, right?
Wait, there are presents?
And buff. The wall flash has been spawned. There he is.
There he is. The man of the hour.
Are you a horse?
I don't know, am I?
You want like
I don't know, you tell me.
you're the horse.
I am confirmed horse. I am Shrek 2.
A Winnie horse.
Any
You know-
horse
you know,
Oh,
fan
that's
here.
not good. I forgot how much these damage these lasers do. Oh,
You know
God,
Shrek
I'm gonna
was
die.
in. You know Shrek was in Puss in Boots 2 for like 1.5 seconds.
Damn. I got Shrek'd. Okay, well, evidently I need to do a bit more preparation. Also, I got a tombstone when I died, because that's a thing now.
Actually, was kind of amazed that they even bothered to put Shrek in that movie.
Well, guys, I think that's about all there is to show for pre-hard mode 1.1. We'll try next time to beat the Wall of Flesh. I'll have to look into some strategies a bit, because whatever I was doing there was not working. I'll have to look up Euromutual's videos and see what exactly he recommends. Because I know his water bolt strategy was the choice back in the day.
I think you still had your old chat this entire time.
Oh, you know what? I don't think the chat ever updated, did it?
No.
Oh, I forgot to change it.
Were
Were there new things in chat, I'm guessing, that I just completely missed?
No.
Okay.
The only thing that's
rip
actually really
pepperoni.
different is my stream. There
Okay.
you go. You got rid of it. You got rid of it.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Rambo.
Well, so long, gay Bowsers.